Hi everybody, Washington State Personal Injury Attorney Matt Dubin here for my next installment of FAQ Friday. And just a reminder, FAQ Friday is for you. I would like to be of service by answering any questions you have about car accidents, auto insurance, the personal injury claims process, or really anything about our civil justice system. If you have any questions, please post them in the comments to this video or in the post later on next week when we announce next week's FAQ Friday. We would love to answer your questions. Again, this is a lower quality webcam that I'm using this week, so I apologize if the quality is a little bit lower than what you're used to. We'll work on it, but this is just what I've got for right now. Also, before I get into the questions, I just want to let all of you know that during the month of September, we will be giving away webcams to one lucky winner from our Everett page and one lucky winner from our Seattle page. So follow our pages, pay attention, watch for that post where we announce the contest to give away webcams, and like it, share it, tag somebody, and you'll be in the running to win a webcam. But for those of you who don't win one, get a webcam. A dash cam. A dash cam for your car. Get a dash cam for your car and don't let it sit on a table or on a counter or something. Get it out of the box, install it in your car. I can't tell you how many times dash cam footage would make the difference in proving who is at fault for causing an accident. Get a dash cam. Frankly, I think the car manufacturers should integrate dash cams as standard equipment in all new cars. It's just that important. Get yourself a dash cam, get it installed, and use it. And if you don't want to buy one, again, follow our Seattle page and our Everett page on Facebook. Enter yourself into those contests, and hopefully you'll be the winner. So let's get right to the questions. This week we have two questions from Andrea. And the first question I'm just going to touch on because we did answer it in our very first FAQ Friday. And the question is, what happens if the person who caused the accident does not have insurance? And again, I'd like to refer you back to FAQ Friday number 1, where I addressed this question. But the short answer is, the best way you can protect yourself in a situation like that is to make sure you've got uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage. They come together in Washington, UM/UIM. This will protect you if you're hit and injured by a person who doesn't have insurance. And the reality is, although Washington state law requires every driver to have at least $25,000 in liability coverage, there's a significant percentage, it's approaching 20% of drivers on the roads in Washington who have no insurance at all. Protect yourself, get uninsured, underinsured motorist coverage, and frankly, pay a little more, just a little more, and get more uninsured, underinsured coverage. You'll need it if you get hit by an uninsured person, and really $25,000 is nothing. So that's the answer to that question. Now for the really interesting one, again from Andrea, and I'll read. I just became aware that when I changed my auto policy, I should have added my daughter to the new insurance policy. She turned 21 yesterday and is currently driving a rented camper van with other kids around New Zealand. Is she totally uninsured? Yikes. And yeah, yikes is right. So first, let me ask you this, and this is for Andrea and for everyone who's watching today. Would you sign a contract without reading it first? I'm guessing that you're saying to yourself, no, I wouldn't sign a contract without signing it first. But guess what? Your auto insurance policy is a contract. It's a contract between you and the insurer. So did you read your whole auto policy before you signed it? My guess is no, you didn't. So you've entered into a contract with an insurance company without reading it. So the short answer is, any questions about who's covered, under what circumstances, it's all part of the contract. It's not established by law. It's an agreement between you and your insurance company. What should be covered, up to how much, under what circumstances. So step one, for you, Andrea, and for everyone who's watching, it's boring and you'd rather not do it, but take a few minutes and pull out your auto policy and read it. Read the exclusions, read what's included, read the coverage, and maybe have a conversation with your agent to make sure that you actually have the coverage that you want. So as far as a child, and in this case an adult child, she's 21, whether she's covered under your policy without being specifically added by name, there's a lot of factors that go into it. Is she a member of your household? Does she live with you or does she live somewhere else? Is she possibly covered by any other car insurance? In your particular case, she's out of the country. She's in New Zealand. And typically a U.S. auto policy will not cover a person, whether they're named on the policy or not, if they're operating a vehicle or passenger in a vehicle outside the country. My guess is, because I know you, Andrea, that your daughter is smart and that she probably has traveler's insurance. And not the company Travelers, but traveler insurance, trip insurance. And that trip insurance could cover her if she's involved in a motor vehicle accident on her trip in a foreign country. Again, trip insurance is a contract too, so you need to look and see. But let's say she wasn't in New Zealand. Let's say she was still in the United States. Then there's, again, questions. If she's a member of your household who has regular use of your vehicles for her own purposes, then she's got to be named on the policy in order to be covered. If she's not named, there may be no coverage for her. Now, if she's not a member of the household, but she occasionally borrows your car, she might be covered. Again, it's determined by the language of the policy. But just like if your next door neighbor came over and said, hey, my car's in the shop, can I borrow your car to drive to the store? And the car is wrecked, she would probably be covered by your insurance. Again, the definitive answer can only be determined by reading the policy and seeing what the language says. But in general, if you have a child, a teenager or an adult child who is a member of your household and has regular use of your vehicles, you need to add them to the policy. They need to be a named insured. And if they're not, you're definitely running the risk that if they're involved in an accident, they won't be covered at all. Also, if she has her own vehicle, that's not a vehicle you own, but a different vehicle, then she's going to need her own insurance. And you can work that out too. So, look, it's a scary situation when you've got kids that are driving. And again, I don't know your particular situation, if she's a member of the household or not. But it's always safest if you have somebody, whether they're a family member or a roommate or somebody else, and they're regularly using your vehicle, you need to add them to your policy. It might increase your premiums a little bit in the short term, but in the long term, if somebody gets hurt, whether they cause an accident and hurt someone else or whether they're hurt in an accident, you'll be glad that you took that step to add them to the policy. I hope that answers your question. I love being able to address these questions about car insurance, auto accidents, and anything really about the civil justice system. So that is our, I believe it's the 5th, maybe the 6th FAQ Friday. I'm really enjoying doing these and I want to keep doing it. So send me your questions. And again, we're into September now. Summer's coming to an end. Kids are going back to school. That means kids are out on the streets. So drive carefully, watch out for kids, and from all of us at the law offices of Matthew Dubin, be safe and have a great fall.